Hi, my name is Keith Halls, and I'd like to welcome you once again to this week's edition of the 10-minute CFO call. This is a perfect call if you are a CFO and you're wanting to stay abreast of the latest trends in finance and accounting, or it's the greatest call to be on if you're a business owner and you're wanting to better understand the intricate world of finance and accounting. So wherever you may be, we're glad you're here with us today. We're going to have a fun time. I have with me today Charlene Jenkins, and I've had the privilege of being able to work with Charlene for nearly 3 years now. She's incredibly bright. She's and a lot of fun, and been a lot of fun to work with. So Charlene, welcome to our call today.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here, Keith.
Good, good, good. So before I get started, because what we're going to be talking about today is payroll and the headaches and all that kind of stuff. But you know, if you're a business owner or a CFO, you inside your company, you have a good team. You have them all hired. You have them, they're working hard. And probably the biggest thing that they're trying to make sure of is that or one of the biggest things is they get paid on time. Nothing can upset employees more or deeper than if their payroll is late or incorrect. So it's very, very important that we talk about this just to make sure that we keep all of the employees happy. So Charlene, what are some of the biggest problems that you've noticed with companies in regards to payroll?
Some of the things that I've noticed is setting up a pay schedule, making sure that your employees are paid at regular intervals and consistent intervals. Something else is tax registration. A lot of companies don't know what type of taxes they need to register for or how to get those set up. Some companies have cash requirements. They need to make sure that they have enough money in the bank account the payroll's being pulled from so that there are no disruptions to payroll. And the last couple of things that we help a lot of our clients with are PTO approval and policies, that's paid time off, or benefits set up so that either the company pays all of the benefits or the deductions of the employee portions are set up inside of the payroll system as well.
Very good. A lot of times, in my experience too, and I've noticed that a lot of companies will hire an outside firm, like a third party, to compute and calculate payroll from how much they should be paid, but more importantly, how much in taxes should be deducted from everything like that, or from their check. So in regards to software, have you used various ones, or do you have a favorite one or anything like that, Charlotte?
I've actually worked with 5 different payroll softwares.
Wow, it's a lot.
You want me to mention them by name, but I'm going to go ahead and do that because they all have unique aspects that some of our clients have liked. I've worked with TriNet, ADP, Rippling, Paychex, and Gusto. And I mentioned Gusto last because they actually happen to be my favorite payroll software because they are easy to use, easy to navigate, and their support people are usually very timely and helpful in trying to solve any questions that we have. And the last thing that makes Gusto one of my favorites is that their integration is the easiest one to set up, update, and maintain of all of the payroll softwares that I work with.
Very good. And I've used Gusto and I love it. Had never used it before I came here, and then I came here and I'm just in love with it. So I agree with what you say. I mean, there's a lot of great programs, but I enjoy it. So here's a question. I know sometimes small business owners decide they're going to calculate it themselves. Would you have any advice for them? Should they go ahead and do it themselves or pay a firm? Is the cost prohibitive, or what do you think?
Well, if you are very comfortable and very knowledgeable of payroll laws, I don't see any problem in you doing it yourself, as long as you're using a payroll software that will help you double check your calculations and get things set up for you. However, if you're not well versed in payroll and all of the laws and tax setups and things related to that, I would recommend outsourcing your payroll if you don't have somebody in-house with those qualifications.
Does Gusto or any of the other services, do they send you a notice when you need to update tax tables or anything like that? Or do they send you notices when you need to do things?
Gusto usually has a to-do list at the end of the year or when benefits are rolling over, and they'll send me emails about those kinds of things. I noticed that regularly the unemployment tax rates have changed for people, and I've gotten notices that I either need to go update it or it's been updated for me from Gusto. Some of the other ones that I've worked with mainly will send you notices if you haven't entered any tax information. Or if you have an employee that's in a new state, they'll block payroll until you can get registered in that state. But like I said, all of them have different nuances and benefits. But they all have sections where you can review that information and update it yourself if they don't send you the emails.
Got it. So, do you have a client, not by name, but do you have a client or circumstance that you've been able to help with payroll that has really appreciated it?
It's kind of hard to pick just one because I worked with a variety of clients on resolving issues. So it might be more beneficial if I give a list of the type of issues that I've been able to resolve to
Perfect.
the client's approval or they've been thankful for. Let me check my list here. I've worked with setting up taxes. That includes entering the information into the software as well as working with the tax agencies to help the client get set up. I've done benefits adjustments. You know, if they didn't have the benefits on prior payrolls, we've had to go back and report those. Or a new year comes and their benefit amounts have changed. I've updated those as well. Occasionally there are errors that come through with payroll. You know, somebody forgot to clock all of their hours or somebody missed turning their reimbursement on time. So I have helped clients run payrolls for off cycle to cover those things or to go back and make corrections. I've helped clients set up PTO policies and make adjustments so that they are accurate and that the software is working correctly. And I've also helped clients sync hours from softwares outside of the payroll system into the payroll system so that the employees get paid correctly.
Well, as I said at the very beginning, I've watched Charlene work these last few years that we've worked together, and she's been here longer than I have. And she really does amaze me with her depth of knowledge and with her skill set that she has here. Charlene, I want to thank you for joining us today very, very much. And I want to thank for all the CFOs or business owners or whoever it may be that has joined with us today. Again, we were talking about payroll. If you have any questions or if you'd like to talk to Charlene or to myself, feel free to. Remember, all you have to do is email us at sales@provencfo.com. We appreciate your time today. We know it's valuable and we appreciate it. And we look forward to the next episode. So for today, I'm saying thank you. Have a wonderful week ahead.